guys, it's tea time because it's late and I need to go to bed soon, but some chamomile tea is going to be just perfect to put me to sleep. And it's so good too. It's that, it's some of the tea that one of you guys sent me that's chamomile and spiced apple Twinings tea. Oh, it's so good. I love having this tea at night. It's like the most delicious thing ever. Monitor, why are you making hissy noises? Look, look, look! This is, okay, no, first, you guys should know, I have never done the dual monitor thing. I've always thought that it was like a little bit excessive, but we've had a monitor just kind of like sitting around because it hisses. And so I was like, I want to try the dual monitor thing, see if I use it, and if this monitor is just like so annoying that I can't handle it, then I'll either figure out how to fix it or I'll get a new monitor, but one fox, two fix. One fox, two fix. I'm just so excited. I think it's hilarious that they wind up like they have the same background, so I just have two little foxes sleeping, staring at me. So yeah, so we built my computer today and it was super awesome. But unfortunately the sound isn't working, so I think I'm gonna get a sound card. We were talking about it and Mike was like, well, either we can get a new motherboard, which we've already had to do once, or we could get a sound card. And I was like, I'd much rather just get a sound card, that way it'll have better tailored sound anyway. And we've already put the rest of it together. Like, I was like, I don't want to take it all apart again, I don't want to do it. So I'm just gonna have to go out and get a sound card. So for now I can't listen to music, I can't like hear anything. Which is kind of sad, but I can do everything else that I need to do, and I can download all of my games on there so that I'm all prepped and ready to go, and all of the programs that I need. It's very exciting. But yeah, this monitor, this guy, he's like, he's not a grandpa monitor, but he's like the uncle. He's like uncle monitor that wants to show child monitor that he still got it and he's still really cool. But every now and then, like, the screen, the colors on it will, like, twitch a little bit, and it, like, hisses at me and makes noises, and then all of a sudden it'll be like, okay, I'm good now. So that's a thing. So we'll see whether or not that gets excruciating, but for now I'm just on cloud nine. I'm, like, so excited. Having so much fun. And we played Catan last night, and dude, I was cock-blocked the entire time. I had no bricks. I was never getting bricks. I was never on a place where I could get bricks. I almost pulled, somehow I didn't get last. So the way that we did it was, everybody rolled the 2d6 to figure out who, got to place their, settlement first. So then we went, whoever placed first, we went counterclockwise, and then flipped it back around. So whoever went first also went last and put their second settlement down. Anyway, so, yeah, so we were playing Catan, and I got to be the first one to put down a settlement, put my settlement down, and then immediately the two next people put theirs down in a way where my settlement couldn't spread really anywhere. I was like, no! Just like so sad. So then my next one I put in a different spot, but that one wasn't anywhere near any of the brick areas, so I got very sad. I had barely any timber. I had so much wheat the entire game. It was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was a 5-person game. I had so much wheat the entire time, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I had like all the ore. Like, I was like, how did this happen? Like, all of my settlements were kitty corner to ore or wheat. I was like, alright, well, but then the dude who's like, the dude who was playing with us who's like really sly, right? He had all the timber, and he had a port for timber. So it was just like, somehow he didn't win. We were all very excited. But it got to that point in the game, we started playing at, I want to say like 1 o'clock in the morning, because we went and saw Immortals first, and then oh, purple, don't fall! Whew. we went and saw Immortals first, and then we were playing Catan. So we played from 1 in the morning, and the game didn't end until 5:30. And so by the time that the game ended, we were like, somebody finish it. Somebody win. I had largest army, and the dude who won had longest road. I was like, good, just do that. I figured, you know, first settlement gets cock-blocked. Second settlement, I'm not getting all of the resources that I really need in order to spread out very far. So, I wound up just buying cards, and I kept knights over and over and over again. I had so many knights. I was like, largest army always. So many knights. They were like, why? How are you not getting anything else? I think one of the cards that I bought, I had 7 knights, I want to say, 7 or 8 knights, and then one card that I bought wound up being a victory point. That was it. Anybody who doesn't play Catan is just so lost right now. It's a really fun game. It's like a territory game, but it's all based on different resources that you need, and combining certain resources allows you to either make settlements or roads, things like that. It's really fun. But like I've said before, I don't have the type of mind that's good for strategy. I just have a lot of fun with it, but I'm never the type of person who's going to like win very often. So it was me playing with people who were very shrewd or very like had their game plan from the get-go. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I know that that settlement is not going anywhere unless it wants to go into the water, and I know that that settlement somehow needs to get over there. I did have a really good moment though, where 2 of the bigger players, like that were just like on top of the world right from the get-go, I made a road that like cut right in their zone. Like it was her and Dar, and they were like spreading out and like kind of like almost attacking each other, and then I was like, ha 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 ha, and just made a road like right between them, and they were both like so upset with me. But it was awesome because I was able to make 3 roads at once, I think. I like lucked out really hardcore. I was like, yeah, what? It felt so good. Yeah, Catan is a really, really fun game. But like I said, I've never played an expansion. I really want to play an expansion. So maybe next time. Also, Immortals. Hilarious. The fight scenes were great. The fight scenes were so good. They were all that I wanted to see this movie for. Like, once I figured out which movie it was, I was like, I bet that movie's gonna have some epic fighting in it. And it did. You go to the movie for the fights. You don't go to the movie for the storyline, because I'm not sure exactly what the storyline was. You don't go to the movie to walk out of it and go, there were so many plot holes. Because there were so many plot holes. And the costume design, oh my gosh, the costume design for the Hyperion army was so good. And then all of the rest of the costume design, I was like, what is happening? I'm so confused. Like, it felt like they blew all of their money on CGI and fight choreography. And then the costumes, they were like, well, the Hyperion army has to look pretty rad. Everybody else can just use leftover stuff from when we did Troy back in the day. There's a point where he's like, Theseus, is that his name? Where he's like laying on the ground and he's got his armor on, right? But he's like, the armor is supposed to have been broken, and so he's taking it off of him, and the armor like bends, like it's obviously plastic. It was awesome. Ro and I were like, what just happened? It was so awesome. It was the best. It was the best. It was everything I wanted it to be. Yeah. So if you want to see some epic fighting and some not so epic costumes for the Hyperion army, then hey, what are you doing? Then you should see that movie. It's starting to hiss. Are you starting to hiss at me, Mr. or Mrs.? I named my computer Alfred because looking at it,
his guts are still open, but he's very pretty.
I was looking at it, and when we brought it into my room, I was like, this looks way too intense for my room. Like, it looks like a computer that Batman would own. And then I was like, so my computer is called Alfred Pennyworth, or just Al, or Alfred, or Alfie. I was proud. I think that it's the perfect name for my computer, to be honest, so. But yeah, so I'm very, very happy with it. And I had a lot of fun last night playing Catan, and if you haven't played Catan, you should try it sometime. You should find a friend, and you should play it, because it's great. And there are so many expansion packs. Any sort of Catan game you would want to play could happen. Also, I spilled coffee in my purse. And that's it. That's the end of my stories. That's all my stories for today. So yeah, I hope you guys had a good day. I realized like a few minutes ago that it wasn't Sunday. So I'm really jacked for tomorrow. I was like, it's only Saturday? It's only Saturday? It's the best thing ever. So I'm excited to go to bed and then just be able to be like, da 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 da, like in a cartoon. It's gonna be great. Anywho, I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Alright, bye bye. Mwah.